Hey guys, it's Anya, otherwise known as Pink Sweets here on YouTube, and today is a collaboration with my friend Allyson Krauss, and we are doing a makeup tutorial dedicated in tribute to all the veterans who have served in the United States in every branch of the military. Today we are doing a purple makeup look. We were trying to decide what color to do, and we were looking at all the different colors of the branches of the military, and we found out that the Armed Forces color, which means all of the branches of the military combined, is purple. So we decided to go ahead and do purple. And this color was chosen officially because of navy blue, marine red, army green, Coast Guard blue, and Air Force blue. So they decided to make the Armed Forces purple because all those shades together would make purple. So that is the color that we chose to do our eye look today. And like I said, this is in tribute to anyone who has served in the United States military. I personally am an Army brat. My dad was a colonel in the Army. My father-in-law was in the Army. My brother-in-law, both of them, my two brother-in-laws were in the Army. They are older than my husband, and they both have kids who were also in or are still in the military, in the Army. So yeah, so that is what we're doing today. And I come from a very, military oriented family. So, I definitely wanted to do that. So I'm going to be using a couple different, palettes today. I'm going to be using the Colored Rain Vivid Pigments palette. I've already used this, and I have a first impressions on this coming, but it has a lot of beautiful purples in it. So I wanted to use that. I'm going to use the purple, row. And then I have this Urban Decay palette that I created myself, like with different shades in it. And one just fell out. And the brush fell out. And so I'm going to use this purple here and maybe that purple there. So that is what I'm using today to create this look. So let me set these aside for now. And I'm going to prime my eyelids. So I'm going to use the Wet n Wild white paint pot. So today is Veterans Day. Today's Sunday the 11th, the day that you're seeing this. And Monday is the day that it's observed. So people all over the United States have today off, or tomorrow off. And I know that it is also Remembrance Day in Canada, which is different than Veterans Day for us because we have our Memorial Day in May, but in Canada today is Remembrance Day, where they remember the fallen. And the official symbol of Remembrance Day in Canada is the poppy flower, based on the poem In Flanders Fields. So I'm just going to pat that out with my beauty sponge. And I am going to do a interesting lip color. I chose the lip color just based on the fact that even though we're representing all of the branches of the military, because I am the most connected to the Army, I chose the color that, so my eyes are going to represent all the branches, and then my lips will, I guess, represent the Army. So I'm going to go in first with the shade Cute, which is this very light purple shade here. And I'm just going to put that in my crease. And I have my purple Jeffree Star mirror. And my hair was purple before, as you guys know, so I did not color it for that purpose. This palette, you guys, is amazing. Spoiler alert. And you will see that in this week. I'll have a look coming up with just this palette. But I'm really happy about it. So comment down below if you guys have either family members who were in the military, or if you guys yourselves served in the military and what branch. And thank you for your service, or your family members for theirs. You're going to hear Sophie crying in the background. and tell me what you guys have done this weekend. Tell me if, you know, your town does anything for Veterans Day. There's a lot going on where I live because I live about 5 to 10 minutes from Washington, D.C., so there's always a lot going on during a lot of celebrations and stuff going on every year. And I've actually it would have happened this morning. There's a Veterans Day 10K that they have every year, and I've run it a few times with my family before I got sick. I'm not allowed to run anymore, but I'm not going to believe them. I'd like to get back to the point where I can run again. Okay. And now I'm going to go into the shade Bossed Up, which is this shade. And I think I'm going to mix it a little bit with Vibes, just because I don't really want either shade by itself, but I kind of want it mixed. So I'm just going to put that on the outer. Yesterday and today, the weather has been absolutely frigid. Like, I feel so bad for people who did have to run today, although I guess maybe they warmed up when they ran, but oh my goodness. Yesterday it was so windy. Like, the winds were consistently at like 40 or 50 miles an hour. It was insane. And then today, it's not as windy, but it's just frigid. And I know some people who are on here that are in like Michigan and Minnesota and Canada are probably like, I don't think you know the meaning of cold. But like this morning, I think it was like 29 degrees, which, I mean, we get much colder than that here, but it just felt so cold because just the day before yesterday, it was like in the 70s. So it was just like a huge drop all of a sudden. And the few days before that, as you guys know, because I talked about it in a few like previous video, it was like raining and cold. And then all of a sudden it was windy and cold. Now it's just cold, which I guess is what happens when winter comes. But all right, and then I'm going to go into this shade called Perp Smurf. It's a cute name. And that is the darkest purple. But I'm probably going to top it with a little bit of a darker blue just to deepen it up. Because even though it's the darkest purple, it's not that dark. Comment down below if you like snow. I love snow. And that's why I guess, like, I feel like if it's going to be cold, I feel like it should snow. I've said that before, I know. And you'll probably hear me say it a million more times because I've always loved snow. I don't like driving in it, of course, but I just don't go anywhere if it snows. I like to sit at home and just watch the snow fall. Drink hot cocoa and watch movies. That's what movie I think I might watch today is called Thank You for Your Service. I saw it on demand, I think. I'm going to go into Yacht Life, which is right here. I heard it was a good movie. And this is, even though it's a dark blue, it'll just kind of look like a really deep violet when you put it over the other purples. Some of this is similar to the look that I did when I did my first impressions, but only like the outer area. And I think I have my highest volume of collabs this week, just so you guys know. And I will leave Allyson's channel linked down below, and I will leave it in a card so you guys can go check her out. She's awesome. And she has so many good looks and reviews and hauls and stuff like that on her channel, so definitely I would recommend going and checking it out and subscribing to her. I love her. Yes, I really love how this turned out. These colors, I swear, I feel like they just blend themselves. Like, look at that. You guys know, like, I don't blend nearly as much as most people do, but this is a good blend, and I didn't do much of it. I mean, I feel like I have increased my blending lately. I'm going back in with Perp Smurf and just kind of feathering that in. I feel like I've done, like I said, more blending lately, but I don't know, these colors just make it really easy. Okay, so I'm trying to think if I want to put a matte shade down first. Yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in with Cute, which is the lightest shade again, and I'm gonna put that on the lid. And then I'll put a shimmer over top of it with some glitter glue. That way, if the shimmer isn't as pigmented, or if it's a duochrome, it'll show up more with an eyeshadow underneath it. Okay. Now I just have to decide what shade to go over it, because I can go over it with Omen, I can go over it with Grifter, I think it is, or I could go over it with this Sugar Pill pigment. But it's gonna be a pretty, I think this would look more blue against those shades. So I think I'm gonna go in with, oh wait, no. I'm gonna use this one. I like this one better. This is from the Maelstrom palette from Delancey Beauty, and it has this beautiful purple right there, duochrome. We're gonna do that one. So I'm gonna use my NYX glitter glue. That apparently had eyeshadow all over it. Now it's all over my fingers. So thank you guys for watching my crazy Disney Princess palette review. I know that I was very goofy in that video, but like I said before, my knee had really been bothering me because of the weather, and so I hadn't slept the night before, and that's just always how I've gotten when I'm really, really tired. It's just really silly. Okay, so now I'm going to go in with this flat shader brush from Wet n Wild, the same one that I just applied the matte shade with, and I'm going to go into, this is the shade called Diva, and it's very similar to the shade that it'll be on top of, but it's going to be more purple. Oh yeah, it's such a beautiful shade. This is the, see, I have a few shades that are like that, that I bought from different brands, and like that Omen shade from Urban Decay, Blacklight or Backlight from Makeup Geek, and I just don't feel like either one of those can even come close to being as shimmery on me. Like, for some reason on me, I've seen them on other people and they look amazing, and then I put them on and I'm like, why isn't it showing up the way that I want it to? But that really, I like that. Okay, what brush did I have a second ago? this one. Yeah. Is it this one? Yeah. Okay. So I'm going to go back into the Brights palette. And I'm going to use the brush to take Perp Smurf and Yacht Life. So the deepest purple and the navy shade together, and just really bring that in so that there's no like harsh line between the light purple and that purple. Yeah, that's great. And I say this probably every time, but as long as there's a lot of pigment, it doesn't bother me when there's fallout. As long as the color payoff is there. I'm just taking a ton of Perp Smurf and putting that on top because I want to make sure that it stays purple and it doesn't go to the blue side as much. This is like a very intense purple look, which is exactly what we wanted. Okay, so I think that's what we're working with. And then I'm going to take this light shade and I'm going to take a single eyeshadow that I was sent from Give Me Glow Cosmetics called Foiled. And it is just a really pretty like duochrome shade. It's very hard to see. Like, it's just really blinding. But it kind of shifts to like yellow and a little bit of lavender. So I'm just going to put that on my brow bone. And then I'll go back in with the blending brush. And I used the e.l.f. brow pencil today, and I used the Glam Glow moisturizer, the Glow Starter, and the Urban Decay complexion, what is it called? Optical Illusion Complexion Primer. Okay, perfect. So now I'm going to go remove the fallout, and then I'm going to just put on my foundation, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I went in with the Lancome foundation in the Regenerate Lift, and then I went in with the L'Oreal Full Coverage Foundation. I mixed the two together, or the Total Cover, yeah. And now I have on the Boing Concealer from Benefit, and I'm just blending that out. And then I'm going to set it with a powder I don't think I've ever used on my channel. And I have not used it in so long, but it is the Prism Libre Matte Finish and Enhance Radiance Loose Powder, and it's from Givenchy. It came in this special packaging. This particular one, I think, was for New Year's. I'm not sure. And it just has like 4 quadrants. It's supposed to be like kind of like almost a color correcting finishing powder, but it has like blue, green, purple, and pink, I think. And I'm just gonna use it as a finishing powder and see how it goes. This does have a heavy scent. It's gonna look funny at first, but it does have a very heavy, like, perfumey scent, and I can't say I would purchase this powder again. I like it, but I don't like it more than, I just got it in my hair. I don't like it. I'm inhaling it. Whoa, that's really perfumed. Okay. I don't like it more than any of my other powders, but I own it now, so I might as well finish it. Maybe. I don't know. I just don't think it works any better than my Maybelline powder. I can taste it and feel it in my lungs. Ooh, that's heavy. I'm gonna taste it the rest of this video. See, like, even with my baby hair's got foundation in them. Even with the peach powder, I can taste it, but it doesn't taste bad. It tastes like peaches. And it also, I don't know, it just doesn't, like, it doesn't make me cough. It doesn't do any of that stuff. So I'm going to go in with my Tartiste contour thing and use the contour bronzing powder. Ooh, this smells so good. It smells like chocolate. I always forget to use this, so we're pulling out products we haven't used. You guys know I have a whole series about that, but I'm trying to do it on, not just on whatever happened in that palette Wednesday, but all the time. I'm trying to bring out products I haven't used in a while. What's crazy is I have 2 of those Givenchy powders. Like, each one has like a different packaging. One has like a cherry blossom packaging, and then this one has like the bright red. So I'm like, phew, how am I gonna get through 2 of those when I can't stand the smell? It's not a bad smell, it's just a strong smell. Maybe I just put too much, or maybe I need to, I don't know. I don't want this to fall. So I'm going to go back into the Colored Rain palette, and we're going to take I just got it all over my finger. We're going to take a small smudger brush, which I'm going to use the small smudge brush from Luxie Beauty that we got in our BoxyCharm, and I'm going to go in with Perp Smurf. Actually, first I'm going to put on the Makeup Geek eyeliner in Cobalt. Just run that in the waterline. All of a sudden I had this fear that it wasn't recording, but it is. Actually, I don't remember ever having that much of an issue using that powder. So I think it's because I used it with a dry sponge instead of a wet sponge, so it was just kind of sitting on my face. We'll see. I can still taste it. It's a nice finishing powder, but like I said, I mean, it's expensive, and my Maybelline setting / finishing powder is only $5 at Walmart. So if I don't need to spend $65 on a finishing powder, then I don't want to. I don't remember if it was actually $65, but it was close to that. So I'm going to go in with my Wet n Wild brush, and I'm going to do a little bit of a fluffier one today. And I'm going to go into these 2 pink shades from the BH Cosmetics palette. I'm just going to put that on my face. I don't know if you guys will hear it in the background. If you do, though, they're working on the Wi-Fi today because my neighborhood has been having some issues with Wi-Fi. So if you hear any banging and knocking, that's probably what it is. And then I decided for highlighter, I wanted to use the Jeffree Star Platinum Ice Skin Frost palette. And I want to do Lavender Snow. And I'm probably going to mix a little bit of either Glacier or Ice Cold, which are these two lighter ones, in with it. There's my highlighter brush. I was like, where's my highlighter brush? And then I'm going to spray my face. Get the highlighter away from it. Last thing I need is for it to hard pan. I am so excited about getting the Alien palette and the lipsticks and stuff that went with it. This isn't, I gotta tell you, this is not my favorite highlighter brush. I know that a lot of people, the Anastasia highlighter brush is their favorite, which is wonderful if it works for you. But for me, I've found that, I mean, it's fine, but I found that it doesn't, like, I feel like it disperses it too much. It puts it in too high of a concentration of an area. Does that even make sense? Like, it just puts it everywhere. And when I use my, I guess it depends on how concentrated you want your highlighter to be. I'm going with a little bit of Ice Cold and Glacier. Oh yeah. We're going to put a little bit more blush on, just because that was like, whew. I like lavender. That was my my makeup wipes. I like Lavender Snow. I just don't like, I feel like a lot of the highlighters in that palette for my skin tone are a little bit, like they create a little cast sometimes, unless I mix it with the Ice Cold. Whoa. See, this is why I used the fluffy brush last time. This time I went in with my, alright, we'll fix it. We'll fix it. I mean, I like a lot of blush, but that's a bit much. We'll spray our face again. There we go. And my, there we go. My hair is straight today. Stating the obvious. But the reason why is because, I don't know, I decided, like, whenever I shower and I do my hair, I decide the first day to do it straight, the second day I do it curly, and then if I do a third day, then I do like dry shampoo and probably wear it up or something like that. Unless it's raining, then it just goes straight up. Now I'm taking Lavender Snow and I'm putting it in the inner corner. And then we have mascara and lips and we're done. I love these Skin Frosts for inner corner highlights. I was surprised. Tell me if you were surprised down below. That he didn't come out with some kind of highlighter for the Alien collection. And I'm not, I mean, because in this highlighter palette, for instance, he has Alien Ice, which is right up here. So I'm surprised that he didn't come out with like a full-size Alien Ice or something, because in the other highlighter palette, the darker one, he came out with a full-size Sarcophagus one. So I was just surprised. So I'm going to use this IT Cosmetics Superhero Mascara. Some of my mascaras are getting a little bit, or not a little bit, a lot of it old. The Volumizing one is not working as well, which means I just need to get a new one because I've had it for a month and a half to 2 months now, which is the time I usually replace it. So this is what the packaging looks like. It's kind of a cool bottle. I don't think I've ever used this mascara, but It has like a thin wand, but it's not a torture device, so we'll see how this works. It works well. I like it. I cannot say I like it more than my Princess Lash or my the one I was just talking about, my Volumizing one. And I always compare it to those two because one of them is like $8 and one of them is $4.99. And so if you're not gonna do as well as those as a mascara, then I'm not gonna get you, because this is like, I think the It Cosmetics one is at least $20, but I think it's closer to $30. So I just can't justify price. I did get a big glob of it under my eyes. I mean, it does work really well. This is what I like about BoxyCharm, is that you get full-size items, so you get to try them for, you know, a decent amount of time. It's not like a sample where you can only try it for like a week in order to see if you like it or not. And then, well, that certainly made it worse. And then I just feel like you can try it for enough time that you can make up your mind if you really like it or not, if it's full size. If it's a deluxe sample, I don't mind that either. It's just a small, tiny sample. It's hard to, you know, determine. I just wiped away most of the highlight on that side. So let me add it back in. And touch up my blush as well. Okay. So for the lip, I'm going in with Tank Girl from Kat Von D. So I know that it will not necessarily match the look exactly, but this is to represent my dad, my father-in-law, my brother-in-laws, and all my nephews who are in the army. This is very green. Let me shake it a little. There I go. So yeah, this is gonna look out of place with this look, but we all know why I'm wearing it, right? Okay, there we go. For some reason, Kat Von D liquid lipsticks are always a little patchy on me. I feel like I have to add a little bit more than usual, but it's kind of dry everywhere because of the weather. All right, so this is the final look for my tribute for Veterans Day. I want to thank everyone who has served in the military for your service. And yeah, that is what we wanted to do. We just wanted to pay tribute to everyone who has served. And thank you guys for watching, and I love you guys, and I will see you in my next video. Bye guys, and definitely make sure and go check out Allyson's channel. Like I said, she's amazing. She's my friend. She's wonderful, and I'm sure you guys will love her as well. I'll talk to you guys soon. Bye guys.